Welcome to Denmark. My name is Simon and I work as an audiologist for Widex. Today I'm at our headquarters in Lynge, and what I get to do is talk to one of our experts on artificial intelligence. So let's try and find Jens inside. So come on, join me in. Our hearing aids can handle so many inputs in terms of sound, in terms of what the noise reduction must do, adjust to the specific situation in the different sound classes. So that's also very important, obviously, in a hearing aid. But what we are missing is a platform that can actually look at the emotion and intent of the individual users in a specific situation. And that's why we have built in a machine learning solution called MySound in our hearing aids. And Jens is the expert on machine learning in our company. So let's find him. He's somewhere around here. Yeah, so Jens, you're head of AI here in Lynge. And what I found super interesting is how you could accelerate the topic artificial intelligence in a hearing aid or together with a hearing aid. So maybe can you run us through the purpose of artificial intelligence, why we have it?
Yeah, so MySound is our attempt to optimize the hearing aids directly to the preferences of the end user. Normally that's what ACPs are doing in the clinics, but the ACP cannot be around always. So by having this MySound feature in their pockets, end users can actually sort of adjust quite closely their sound to the environment they're in.
Yeah, and I think what sets Widex apart from other solutions really is that it is about sound. So we had a very great purpose that we do give that extra option to manipulate sound to your own favor in that scenario you're in. And as you mentioned before, it's very simple and easy to use. Maybe you can explain a little bit how machine learning and artificial intelligence really works in that hearing aid.
Yeah, sure. One example of where end users could use MySound was being in a restaurant, right? Because in a restaurant you might want to listen really carefully to the person sitting next to you, or you want to just, opt out and just experience the environment around you. And while it can be really hard to actually understand how you should manipulate the hearing aids to do that, end users doesn't need to do that. They just need to take up their smartphone and compare two different settings at the time and just let MySound do the rest of the work, right? So MySound will actually use these A/B comparisons to learn their preferences for that restaurant situation and optimize the settings accordingly.
Super. And not only that, MySound is very quick at learning that we do have in MySound 2, that is now in Moment Sheer hearing aids, we do have a new component, right? So we use the fast part of the compressor. And how does that actually change the environment for an end user? Can you say something?
Yeah. So the fast component of a compressor is something that plays around with the dynamics of the sound. And this is something that is notorically really hard to actually do on your own, right? Because it is something where you need to understand how to play with that. And that's why it's really suited for MySound, because we don't know in advance what to set that dynamic component to, because some want the dynamic component to keep everything close to you that is nearby and move the surroundings away, while others, as I said, want to sort of zoom out and sort of hear the environment around you. Yeah. And MySound can learn that in the spot without the end users needing to adjust that on their own.
How do you see the future of an audiologist together with artificial intelligence? Can you give away something?
I think everybody will be part of that ecosystem that we are sort of having right now, right? Where everybody is actually doing something. So end users are having MySound. They are sort of learning, or they are sort of teaching MySound how they want their hearing aids to be set in specific situations. And that learning will also be something that the anonymous data will actually reflect. And we can learn from that, and we can build that into our different systems, not only for MySound, but sort of also in fitting softwares, in other features that is part of the entire solution. Having that loop being closed, where we gather data, we learn from data, and we use that to make new inventions and new optimizations of existing components. Is something I think we will see a lot of going forward.
Mm-hmm. And to me, it also allows the HCP to connect more with the end user at the end of the day, and I think that's a great bit and invention of technology. So thank you for that. And we've now learned how important sound is for us in terms of how we perceive our environment. So thank you for that, Jens.
Thank you.